Good morning. This is the fucking yoga company. No, not that kind of yoga. Where we at? Oh, let me check in. Nope. Don't need to answer that. Woohoo! Okay. Hi, how are you? My name is Julia. I said this is the fucking yoga company. I did. It's gonna be one of those days. I'm like more awake than my brain. Does that make sense? My brain is a few steps behind me. Darn it. But my body is just like, Bakoo! You like that sound effect? Hi. My name is Julia. This is coffee. I don't know if I need more or less, but I'm going to drink it. I'm listening to, what am I listening to? I'm listening to Bring On the Upbeat on my Spotify channel, the Effin' Yoga on Spotify. I normally put that in the links or that link in the comments, and I didn't because I had to go make my coffee. Let's see what's going on. We are trying to get our house listed next weekend. What? So if you've been following the drama, the chaos, that means we have about 1,000 things to do. Now we have about 500 things to do, and we have 500 things to do between now and Wednesday. So stay tuned you might see a full-on breakdown online, live, and in person. Not in person, live, whatever. You know what I mean. Hey, we're going to get started. It does get better, and it will today. Promise. We are going to start in comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. So I'm sitting on a blanket. You could have both legs out. You could have one leg in, one leg out. Both legs happen to work for me. If you are sitting in cross-legged position, let's uncross the legs and let's call it pleasant seated position. That means your ankles would be parallel to each other, front to back. If you're feeling a little cramped, if your knees are real high and your hips are very tight and you're feeling that in those places, tuck a blanket or a towel underneath your thighs. Let's let that relax. FYI, for those of you who are regulars, Una is in her corner spot. She's uncomfortable today, so be prepared for some grunts and groans and scratching and that sort of thing. Heart of my heart has bone cancer. That's super sad. Ooh, gotta shake that off. Can't think about it too hard. Yeah, that's me. You guys ready to do this? Here we go. Pulling our attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. Where are you feeling places of tension or tightness? What have you done physically during the week at this particular moment in the space-time continuum, Mountain Standard Time? It's 9 a.m., a little after, on a Saturday, so I don't know what you've been doing all week. But let's listen to the body, give us some feedback. We're going to pull that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking, and let's check in. What is going on? What's playing out in your brain? Maybe you are fortunate to not have a to-do list already starting. If you're like me, things are starting to kind of line up into your queue. We're going to slide those things off to the side. We want to create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. And we are going to move that silence into the awareness of the breath. And we want to work through our inhales and exhales. We're just going to pay attention to what's going on in our lungs. Traditionally in yoga, we breathe into and out of our nose. But if you are having any kind of sinus issues, you want to just breathe. Now we are going to invite that breath to grow a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. We want to balance the length of inhale to match the length of exhale. That is the rhythm of breath that we are going to try to maintain throughout the practice. Wherever you are in the length and balance of that breath, let's release the air out of the lungs. I'm going to reach down toward the mat and we're going to start. Nice, long, slow arm stretch toward the ceiling. Connect that to the inhale. And then release on down and connect that to the exhale. We're coming up through this stretch, taking a lateral extension next, releasing the right arm down, keeping that space from ear to shoulder open. Lift those ribs and then take that lean away from the hip. Try to keep the body open away from that fold toward the knee. And then we're going to inhale and switch. So let's reach through the center and then take that lean to the other direction. We are going to move in repetition and take 2 more. One more of those in both directions. You're moving with your length and balance of breath. Let's come up to center and take our first forward fold. Tracing fingers down, tucking chin. We're working to place the body weight on the elbows. You can rest knees, calves, block, or floor. I'm going to come to the block, I think. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth, tuck the chin toward the chest, the bottom of the fold, and let's take 3 full breaths here. Lengthening the arms through with the next inhale. Let's walk hands back and sweep towards ceiling. Nice big reach up. Let those arms open. Shrug the shoulders. Palms toward the ceiling. Soften the elbows. Reach back behind the body. Bow the chin forward. Let's release fingers down toward the mat. Tucking hands a little closer together behind hip. May just touch the thumb and the forefinger. Drop in the chin forward. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. It just started happening. Take a tilt over toward one shoulder. Releasing the chin forward and taking the tilt to the other shoulder. I lied. I do know why that's happening. Let's take 2 more repetitions. I'm in the final pass on the audiobook for notes to the producer. And hey, if you've been with me for a while, you know I am a fast talker and a mush mouth. So I'm trying to remedy that. Not awkward at all. Let's release the chin forward, trace the fingertips around the body, and then stack cervical spine. If you happen to be sitting in cross-legged position with me, we are going to change the cross of the legs. We're going to take one arm. I'm going to go to the left, and I want you to tuck it all the way back behind the body. So I'm parallel to my waistband. Just be in a comfortable position. So if this is the range of motion you've got, go ahead and stay there. If you can wrap it all the way around, feel free, give those fingers a little wiggle, relax that shoulder and relax that elbow. So we're not leveraging in any way direction on that side of the body. We're going to come on up through our right arm, keeping this shoulder relaxed and open. So a lovely princess wave, princess arm, right, like that. And we're going to take a little forward fold movement. So engage the core, and we're going to come down. So just release into an easy fold. And then we're unwinding. Inhale, reach up. Get long through the body. Lift the chest toward the ceiling. That's where that stretch is going to come from. And release. We're going to take one more repetition and then switch. All right, let's release that right arm. I'm just going to replace it nice and gracefully and lift for the other side. And let's take our exhale. Let's release that arm down, unwind it. We're going to take our full forward fold here. So I'm reaching up towards ceiling, tracing down with fingers, little rock side to side if you need it. Elbows, knees to calves to block or floor. Wiggle the toes, unclench the teeth. Let's take a few breaths right here. With the next inhale, let's lengthen arms, walking hands back, sweeping up toward the ceiling, releasing on out. Shrug those shoulders, soften the elbows, palms up. Take the thumbs back behind the body as we bow the chin forward. Releasing fingertips down toward the floor. We are going to move. Well, you're not going to move. I'm going to move, but we are going to extend legs. So I'm going to move to the side here. You can to be in alignment with my mat. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Lengthen the legs out. We're going to work a little flow here, and it's going to involve pressing fingertips back, or pressing hands back. Just a cue before we start through this flow, I like to take the fingertips right to the edge of the glutes. We're going to lean back to accommodate the bend of the elbows and roll shoulders back to get this lift through this chest. Now, see, I'm not hyperextending. This would be hyperextension. That's too much strain on my forearms and wrists. I'm going to stay right here with this bow of the arm, and then we will be rocking forwards. Take a little rock side to side, wiggle the toes. We're going to relax feet. Don't worry about working the feet today. Normally, sometimes we point and flex, but we're not going to work through that. We're just going to be working through upper body. So we're going to sweep up. We're going to fold over to parallel the legs. Bring hands back. Stay into the C curve. Stay into the C curve. Press into the heels of the hands. Lift through the chest. Release into the C curve. Rock forward. Lengthen up. That's it. We're going to do that 2 more complete times. Take the fold. Engage. Curl back, curl back, curl back. Take the hands back. Rock those shoulders open. Lift the chest. Release into the C curve. Rock forward. Stretch to the ceiling. One more time. Folding over. Scoop the belly. Bring those hands back. Lift into the seat, into this chest press. Big stretch through the shoulders. Release back. Rock forward. Lengthen up. And all the way down. All right, we are going to move to hands and knees from this position. So I'm going to pad my knees with a blanket. Feeling that energy through the shoulders. Woohoo! We're going to be doing some fancy footwork today. Don't worry about that. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry. All right, got to refold my blanket. I'm going to take 2 fist widths between the knees. Heels of the hands are going out in front of the body. A little bit, half to a full palm's length. Let's work a little Chakravakasana bow, and we're going to start warming up into our flow. So we're just going to start the flow from here and keep moving. That's how we're rocking it today. Ready? More coffee. Here we go. Inhaling through flat back, soften the elbows. Releasing chin. Resting forearms. Scoop the belly, tuck the tailbone, drop back toward those heels. Fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll around. Inhaling forward. One more round. Coming on into our angry cat fold, tuck. Inhaling, tuck in the toes. Let's press to the feet. I have to step in a little. I'm going to take a big runner stretch. Soften the elbows. Relax the shoulders. I'm looking at my toes and switch. One more time. And switch. Taking knees to the mat. And releasing for child's pose. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Inhaling, we're going to add a little oxen lean. What the fuck? Look over the shoulder. Inhaling and switch. Coming through. Angry cat tuck. Tuck the toes. Press up. Center the weight to the balls of the feet. Big runner stretch. Soften the elbows. Shrug the shoulders down. And other side. One more time. We're going to look forward and walk up to a very easy forward fold. So bend the knees, maybe find the block. Let's bend the knees, scoop the body up. Big stretch to the ceiling. Cactus arms, squish in the knees. Lateral extension. Let's take it over. And other side. Forward folding chair. Take it over. Half lift. Just take it easy this first round. Fingertips to the thighs, shoulders open, chin slightly tucked. Release on down for the forward fold. Bend the knees, lift and scoop. Taking lateral extension. Rock the body open, sweep that arm back, stretch. Coming on up and reach a little deeper into the lean. Let's engage the core and come up. Other side. Little open reach. And stretch. Up through center, forward folding chair. Let's take it over. Trace those fingers up the legs, half lift, press the hands behind us. Soften the knees, roll those shoulders open. Coming on down to take our forward fold. Bend the knees, scoop the belly, lift on up. Starting over, cactus arms. Lateral extension. All right, open up that arm, go a little deeper into the reach. Come on up and over. Engage the core, take the reach. Other side. Oh, and back. Lateral extension. Coming on up, forward folding chair. Let's take it over. Half lift. Press those hands back. We're amping the energy up. Soften the knees. Open those shoulders. Okay, I'm going to sweep through to come to the stand. We're going to just take a little balance here. So right foot tucks to the left ankle. I'm soft in my supporting knee. Open the chest. Give me ballerina arms. Try to rotate that knee as far open as you can. All right, turn the knee forward and press that leg in front of you. Press that heel out. Okay, let's take the feet to the mat. We're going to go right to our forward fold. Take it over. Bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders, scoop on up. Cactus arm. Okay, lateral extension. Other side. And switch. Coming on down, forward folding chair. Half lift. Bend the knees. Let's sweep through that stretch. We're going to take the left foot to the right ankle, soften the supporting knee, and keep up out of that hip. So don't sway. I'm going to turn this way while you guys are bouncing. Don't lean into this hip. I want you to draw up and just press. Keep these shoulders open. Feel lifted through the core. We're breathing. Having a hot flash. Turn that knee forward. Press that heel out. Okay, plant the foot. Let's come down for our forward fold. Bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders, scoop it up. Cactus arm. Lateral extension. Give me squish in the knees. Keep those hips stacked right on top of the heels. And switch. Coming on up to come down, forward folding chair. Half lift. All right, let's shift into our balance. Open up into those ballerina arms. Lift up out of the hip. Now just touch the toe to the calf. Open that knee up as far as you can. Rotate the knee forward. Press that heel out and away. All right, we're going to shift into the fold. So take the toe back, pull up and engage. We're going to go right on over. This is a great place for the block or to the mat. Soften that supporting knee, rotate up out of that hip. Bring that foot in for our forward fold. Scoop the belly, lift the head, shoulders, and then the head. Reverse crunch up. Cactus arms. Woo, woo, woo. Lateral extension. And switch. Forward folding chair. Trace it on at half lift. Press those arms back. Sweep it on through. Where are we at? Left foot. Left foot to right calf. Just touch the toe to the inside of that leg. Soften the knee up out of that hip. Rotate that knee all the way back. Rotate the knee forward. Press the heel out. All right, we're going to transition. So take that toe back first. Bring all the body down. In control. Look for the mat. Come to the block. Come to the floor. Soften that supporting knee. Rotate up out of that hip. Bring that foot down for our forward fold. Bend the knees. Scoop the belly. Lift on up. Cactus arms. Squish the knees. Lateral extension. And sweep up. Come on up to come down. Forward folding chair. Scoop the belly. Lift the shoulders, then the head. Half lift. Shifting to that balance. Lean to the left. Stay up out of that hip. Turn that toe out. Not turn the toe out. Turn the knee out. Soften a supporting knee. Lift up and engage. Stay up out of that hip. Rotate that leg forward. Press the heel out. All right, take the toe back first. Come on down. In control. All right, we're going to step the right foot back, get into the ball of the foot, plant the hands, left foot, front foot, coming back to three-legged dog. I'm soft in the elbows. I've got my shoulders shrugged down away from my ears. I'm soft in that supporting knee. I'm rotated up out of that hip. We're taking the release valve to stay out of the hip. All right, we're going to bring that foot forward. We're going to come down to the knee and rotate back. So here's our fancy footwork. I'm coming to my seat to take that staff pose. Got to move this blanket. I know, not as graceful as I wanted it to be. Shrug the shoulders. Notice my knees are bent this time. Lift the chest. Lean back, lean back, lean back. We're taking the elbows down, lift a little higher. Tuck the chin to keep out of the neck. All right, we're gonna roll forward. Cross the legs. Shift, big fancy switch. Tucking the toes to come into our downward facing dog. I have to step back, soften the knees, soften the elbows, shrug the shoulders down, push into a heel. How was that for fancy? You guys all with me? No one fell? No one's allowed to fall. All right, let's look forward and walk up. Forward fold. Bend the knees, scoop the belly up and in. Let's stretch to the ceiling. I don't know where that came from. Squeeze it back, soften the knees. Lateral extension. Engage on up. Switching sides. All right, let's head for our forward folding chair. Half lift. And let's switch up. So what are we at? We're on the right foot. Just touch the toe to the calf. Open up that knee, lengthen. Rotate forward, press the heel out. Tuck the toe, lengthen it back. All right, let's take our fold. Soften that supporting knee. Okay, I'm stepping the left foot back to the ball of the foot. Plant the hands. Front foot is going to step through to our three-legged dog. All right, we're going to step that foot forward, coming down to the other leg. I'm just going to, ooh, there it was, a little more fancy. Proof that I don't rehearse these things ahead of time. Okay, bend these knees. Sink into those elbows, lift the chest. All right, let's rock down to the elbows. Lift up. Bring the feet in. We're going to lift the hips just a tiny bit. Oh, so hard, so hard, so hard. Release. Extend the legs. And here we go. Rock up. Crisscross. Shift. Press up. Find your feet for downward facing dog. Soften the elbows. Soften the knees. Maybe take that calf stretch if you need it. All right, I'm going to do my float up. So I want you to, you can step or float, but it has to be silent. Engage the core. And here we are. Forward fold. Bend the knees. Lift and scoop. Take it back. Lateral extension. And switch. Come on up to forward fold. Half lift. Shifting to the left. Coming on through, just touch that right toe. Don't press the foot into that leg. Keep soft out of that knee. Lift this hip up. Engage the core. Light, light, light on that leg. Rotate the knee forward, press out with the heel. Okay, let's shift. Lengthen back. Come on down. In control. Woo! Step back. Plant the hands. Three-legged dog. Okay, I'm stepping forward. I'm going to come down, and I'm shifting to my seat. Hands back, feet in. Lengthen up. Woo, here we go. We're going to press into these feet. Lift. Soften my elbows. I'm lifted through the core. Come on down. Take a seat. Release to the fold. Woo. All right, one more round. Come back to the elbows. Lift to the chest. Woo. Okay. Bring the feet in a little. Lengthen it up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and release. That was rough. And come through. Ain't no kidding. That is rough. It's such a small lift. So much upper body work. Let's tuck and step back. Downward facing dog. How are we doing? All right, I'm going to float up. Oh, that was perfect. If I do toot, I'm going to toot my horn. It's perfect. Bend the knees. Scoop the body up. And lift. Woo, I'm sweating. Cactus arms. Take it over. Oh. Coming on down, forward folding chair. Half lift. All right, we're shifting to the right. I want you so light. This foot is barely touching the calf. Turn the knee out. We're holding that leg up with the core. I'm up out of this hip. I'm soft in that knee. Turn the knee out. Press. Lengthen the toe back. Come on down for our fold. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, step that foot back. Plant the hands, front foot, sweeping back. Shrug those shoulders down away from the ears, soften the elbows. I'm going to step forward. Coming on down. Woo, big fancy twist. Get into these hands. Scoop the belly. Shrug the shoulders. Down. Here we go. Engage the core. Lift. Release on down. Let's come into the elbows. Lengthen legs. Lift hips. Soften the knees. Oh! Woo! Rock forward. Take the fold. Whew. So small is that movement and so hard. Whew, challenging. When did I start speaking like Yoda? I don't know. Whew. Taking those feet in. Here we go. Tuck the toes. Step into the downward facing dog. Soften the elbows, soften the shoulders, lengthen that back. Lean into the heels. Keep the shoulders and elbows, arms, chest, back active. Flat, flat, flat in the back. Flat. Sagging down into those shoulder girdles. Press up and away from the floor. All right, engage the core. We're going to balance up. That was a float. And we're staying here in the crouch. So I want you to turn your feet in, heels together, turn knees out. Right now I've got soft elbows. I'm forward. This is a big adductor stretch. I'm deep, deep, deep into those adductors. All right. If you can come a little deeper, come a little deeper. Sway back into the heels. All right, let's come on up. I'm going to gracefully come down to my seat. We did it, guys. We did it. Woo, that was a rough one. Just saying. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. I have a cup of coffee. I'm going to grab a sip of coffee, and we are going to take to our backs. We're going to wait a minute because there goes a concrete truck. All right, here we go. Rock it back. Take a little sway side to side. Woo! Give them a squeeze. Rock the ankles, wiggle the toes. Yowza, how are we feeling? I am feeling some low back, lumbar, glute med. I'm feeling super powerful in my arms. I'm feeling a great energy in my shoulders, but right, that was a lot of upper body work in the opposite direction that we normally go into. So that was the challenge today, right? Well, I'm sorry. Right ankle over left knee. Woo! Left hand, slide it behind the leg. Right hand, press to the inside of the right knee. Bring that leg toward your body. Ooh, yeah. And release. We're going to switch. Right hand slides up behind the right leg. Left hand push to the inside of the left knee. Draw toward the body. Hi, Chihuahua. And release. Bring those knees up. Give them a squeeze. Little rock side to side. Roll with the ankles. Roll with the toes. Two hands to the inside of the knees. Press out. And bring them in. All right, we're going to take feet to the mat, knees to the ceiling. Press knees, calves, ankles together. Give me a little wider angle between the hips and the heels. Right arm, give it to me on the diagonal, palm up. Just straight out from the shoulder. We're going to take the entire lower body over and down. So rather than a spinal twist here, we're going to take the knees over and then drop them down in the diagonal away from the right shoulder and reach those fingertips up and away. Big lateral stretch here. Rock on up and switch. Right arm relaxes, left arm comes up into that diagonal. Same thing. The knees are going over, and then I'm going to aim them down. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach that left arm up and away. Oh, coming back to center. Woo. Okay, let's take some pelvic tilt here. So relax the hands down. We're actually going to work a little active bridge. I changed my mind. So press the palms into the mat. Press the biceps, not the biceps, triceps and shoulder blades into the mat. Inhale and slowly press up. Tuck the chin and release. Two more of those. Press those arms into the mat. Tuck the chin. One more time. those fingertips over the tops of the knees. We're going to work our Apanasana. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, draw knees toward the body. Little tilts of the tailbone up. And release. And again. And release. One more time. And release. Woo! Give those knees a squeeze. Take a little sway side to side. All right, here's where I would say, if you have a favorite stretch, now's the time to add it. I personally am going to take 2 hands over my right knee, lengthen the left leg, and draw powerfully up with my hands toward the body. I'm going to switch that. If you're going to join me. And now I am going to take a little reclined cobbler. So I'm pressing the soles of my feet together. I'm going to rock knees side to side and let those knees hang. We are all of us going to start working our way toward our final position for Shavasana. So that can be fully extended legs, arms at your sides, palms up. You can do feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling with a little tent in. Personally, am I gonna take seated meditation? No, I'm gonna stay on my back. Ooh. We're gonna start our positioning. Let's relax into our Shavasana. So I'm gonna stay feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling, resting my hands on my rib cage. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. It's that time of year. Add a layer, maybe a blanket or some socks. Relax the breath. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Pull your attention into the forehead and notice all of those tiny little muscles and nerve endings, relaxing the energy out and feeling them smooth out as the temples sink toward the mat. Unclench the teeth. Let's drop the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Feel relaxed through both sides of the neck, across the tops of the shoulders. Let the energy out of biceps and triceps. We did a lot of upper body work in a direction opposite than is our norm. Let's relax that energy. Get a little wiggle through the shoulders, roll the wrists, wiggle the fingers, and now let's let those arms relax down toward the mat. Let's feel long through the spine from the base of the neck, through both sides of the ribs, little tilt of the tailbone. Relax the glutes, little rock side to side with the hips, and release the torso into the mat. Let's let the energy out of the quads and the hamstrings go. Soft and behind the knee, little flexion of the calves, little wiggle of the toes, and now release the lower body completely against the floor. Pulling our attention and awareness into the quality and state of our thinking. There might be a few things popping up into our awareness, and we want to slide those things off to the side, holding that silence. And we're moving that silence into the awareness of our breath. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. All right, let's draw some deeper breaths into the lungs. Big filling inhales, big sighing exhales. Take 2 or 3 of those. A little wiggle of the fingers, wiggle the toes, roll the wrists, roll the ankles. We're lengthening arms out away from the center of the chest. And now let's sweep them up over the head. Reach the legs long, take this big yawning, getting out of bed, squeezing the energy back into the body, stretch. Releasing those hands down to the hips. I'm gonna bring my knees up. Take one in your hand and give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee up and give it a squeeze. Take a little rock, side to side, rolling from one hip. Cross the low back to the others. All right, when you're ready, let's rock completely over to one side, resting head on the arm. Just taking a moment to notice the support of the floor beneath you. I'm going to lengthen the top leg, walking my hands underneath the body. Oh, coming up to comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Ooh, take a little rock side to side. Let's roll those shoulders back. Yeah, hook the fingers over the tops of the knees, and we're going to lean all the way over in one direction. And then let's release and lean in the other direction. All right, let's stack shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. We're going to settle our weight into the mat. Taking a quick scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form, noticing where you are at in terms of your body on this end of the practice. We're going to pull our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. And we can start releasing some of that space. We want to pull some of our to-do lists items back into our list, but with some elbow room. No pushing, no shoving. And then we're going to notice that breath, that soft, easy inhale and soft, silent exhale. It's what carries us through our day. We just don't generally pay very much attention to it until we're not breathing anymore. And now let's release practice. Blinking our eyes open. I'm going to take a stretch up toward the ceiling. You don't have to join me if you're feeling, some extra anxiety, energy in those shoulders. Releasing everything down toward the mat. Taking a moment to honor your body for doing what you asked it to do and all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. Hey, thank you very, very much for supporting my online gig at the fucking yoga company. Keeping me safe, keeping you safe, and keeping our groove on. I know it's not ideal, but it's what we've got in the moment in these Covera times. Hey, if you would like to get a hold of me, you can email me at yoga@jclynn.com. You can check out the website, thefnyogablog.com. That's where I rant and rave about all things yoga-ish, mostly. You can hit my website and subscribe to my email list. There are multiple benefits to being on that list. You get a newsletter, you get the blog posts, you get special offers. If you are a sustaining member, which you can hit me up and get some information about, you get discounts on the foam roller workshops. You're going to get discounts on swag eventually. Also, if you're on my email list at the beginning of October, you're going to get a secret, no one else gets to see snapshot of the book cover, the fucking yoga book, Yoga for the Rest of Us, all of the benefits, none of the bullshit. There's going to be some pre-order information a little bit after that. So it's great if you are already on my email list. Guys, so much gratitude for keeping me moving and hopefully keeping you moving. I just can't thank you enough. Hey, it's going to be lovely outside today. Hopefully that snow killed all your weeds. You don't have to do that, but enjoy. My name is Julia. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Outside of that, guys, don't throw anything at anybody today. That was my intention in beginning yoga. I think it's a decent intention now. I mean, unless they've asked for it and they're ready. If they're ready to catch, by all means, throw. But no projectiles. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.